Okay. Alright, so let's start the live stream today. It's the 8th of October 2022, and this is on Saturday. So today I will review my trade in the month of September and show you how I took the trades. So this is the monthly theme I do recently since the year of 2022. Every month end or the next month I review my trades every month so that you know how I take trades, entry and exit overall. I'm not really going into details about the entries and exits because if I start to talk about these, that will be very long live stream. So this is just to give you an idea of how I take trades and also some psychologies and the risk management behind. So hopefully you enjoy today's live stream. And let's get started right now. So let me switch screen. Okay, and let me say hi to everyone first before I jump into some topics. All right, let me say hi. All right, let's see here. Tony Gold, thank you for joining. Good to see you. TSM, thank you for joining too. And Master of, thank you for joining as well. And Win Hiet, good to see you. Oh, by the way, let me take a vote. Hold on, let me create a poll. Let's see. I want to ask, how many trades did you take in September 2022? So that will be the question. And I will put the poll like, let's say 0 to 5 and 6 to 10, 6 to 10. Oh, okay, looks like I can't put more than that. So let me say 0 to 5, 6 or above. Okay, so let me take that and ask my community here. Okay, so do you see the poll right now on the chat? So again, my question is, how many trades did you take in the month of September this year? So, because I want to just quickly check before I jump into my own trades. So, let me see. In the meantime, let me see, continuously say hi to everyone. Basam, thank you for joining. And TikTok, good to see you. Alright, Saeed, good to see you too. I'm using XM broker, which I use for the last couple of years, maybe 6-7 years. I have been with XM and it's been really good. But every time I get this question in terms of which Forex broker to use, I always recommend everyone to do research on your own region and country because the policies and situations might be different. So for me, when I was in Japan, XM was great and that's why I was using. So better to check your own country's policy and some restrictions if there are. Okay, Vivi, thank you for joining from Paris. Good to see you. And Danish, good to see you too. Rafael, thank you for joining as well. And Sam and Mark, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Robert, Payets, and Somer, good to see you. Kalev and David Johnson, Peaceful Dragon, good to see you. David, thank you for joining from Tanzania. And Rafael, Timmy. Alright, and Sammy, good to see you too. And everyone, thank you for joining on this relaxing Saturday. Today it's a weekend, so just relax. I'm not gonna go to check charts today, but rather I will review my own trades in the month of September. So let's see. So again, my question is, how many trades did you take in September 2022? 0 to 5 or 6 or above? Okay, so let me share my trades in the month of September. Let me share the spreadsheet because every month I track my trades in a spreadsheet, in Excel spreadsheet. So here is the one. Let me bring this one up here. Okay. So these are my trades. Hold on, let me try to fit this into page so that you can see the full sorry. Okay. Okay, so in the month of September, I took 4 trades, basically 4 trades. But every time I trade, I take 2 positions at one time. So technically, 8 positions and 4 trades was what I had in the month of September. And I had one loss and 1 break even and 2 winners. And I got 2 big winners on USDJPY on the 6th September at 7:20 UTC time zone. I took a buy at 141.48 and I fixed one other profit with 133 pips and another profit was 306 pips. So I took 2 trades. I mean, I take 2 positions in one trade, and that's what I do. So every time I enter trades, I take 2 positions, and I trail in 2 different time frames. And that's why you see the difference in terms of exit pips, the price levels. And the second one I took was USDCAD. Again, I took 2 positions on the 19th September at 9:25 AM UTC, and I exited with a loss 14.5 pips on these 2 positions. Alright, and number 3, the third trade I took was Euro Pound. I took it on the 23rd of September, and one of the positions I took 132 pips, another one I took 85 pips, so that was another big winner. And the fourth one I took was Euro CAD, which was placed on the 29th of September at 4:10 PM, and that was the break-even trade. So overall, I won the trade, I won the markets, and my return was 16%. I have the win rate of 50%, and I got PF, profit factor, of 16.14, which was pretty good, and the return of 16%. So this was more than 10%, so this is more than average of the yearly basis. So that was good months for me in September. So let me also explain how I took these trades based on the screenshot on these entries and exit and some stop losses. So let me show it to you here. So this is okay. So let me go back to the hold on to my screenshots. Okay, hold on. Let me look for it. All right, hold on. Let me switch screen. Just a moment, and show my trades. I guess I will show it to here. Hold on, just let me see. But yeah, the month of September was really good. As a result, it was good for me. So hold on, let me see. The month of September was, yeah, the first entry I took was on the USDJPY. Okay, so I found the screenshot, so let me pop this one up again. Okay, so this was my first entry, USDJPY, buy at 7:20 AM UTC. So this was the situation. USDJPY, this was a screenshot of my entry. I found, yeah, sorry, this is 1 hour, but this should be the daily chart. So daily time frame was bullish, and 4 hour was bullish too, and 1 hour was bullish, and 30-minute time frame was also bullish. So basically it was uptrending nicely, broke the resistance on the lower time frames, and it broke and continuously moved up. And that's why I was looking for the entry chance and find here. Exactly on this candlestick, I found the entry edge. So I took that trade. I took the buy on this one over here and put the stop loss below the previous low in the 5 minute. So I always take the 5 minute time frame for my entry timings and exit timings. And I follow higher time frame directions. I follow daily or the 4-hour time frame directions. So this was uptrended nicely. So I took the buy here. But when you look at this market, you may think that this might be overbought and the market may reverse. But for me, there was a possibility for that. But I took that trade, and simply if the market reverse, I was planning to exit. So if you master the exit timing, basically you can trade like this and still make profits. So in higher time frames from a daily to 30 minute, I use the Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. And when it comes to the entry timing, I don't use Ichimoku, but I use the Bollinger Bands and stochastics and look for an entry chance, entry edge. I used to use Ichimoku before in M5, but not anymore because Ichimoku gave me some fake confirmations, fake signals. So I'm not using Ichimoku anymore in the 5. But instead I use the price action and the stochastics and the Bollinger Bands. So anyways, I took the entry here by these multiple confirmations and follow uptrend. And after this, what happened was, so I was kind of expecting the market reverse. Before I move on, let me just explain my psychology here behind. So since it was overbought, a bit overbought in terms of 1 hour and 30, you see very thin Kumo and thin and angle up in 1 hour 30, and I knew that this was overbought, but this was I happened to find the entry confirmations, so I took the chance. Actually. And if the market reversed backwards, then I was planning to exit. So that was the psychology behind. And then it happened to go up continuously. So this was my entry. After that, it consolidated, and then it broke the resistance. This is M5, and this is the mobile MT5 platform. But so I took the buy here, and then the market went up nicely, broke the resistance, and kept going up this way. And this is a screenshot when I moved the stop losses to trail the profits like this. So that even if the market reverse, I don't lose is the key to success. So you can move the stop loss, freely whenever you want to. I hope you know that, because in this way you can protect your asset. I never keep the stop loss as original, but I move the stop loss accordingly whenever the market goes towards my direction. And that is part of my strategy. So that I don't lose. Non-losing mindset is the very key to success. So in this case, it broke the resistance, but I don't simply exit because it just keeps going up. So like I mentioned previously on the previous live videos, I don't set the TP, but instead I continuously follow uptrend like in this way. So I saw the breakout in M5 and start to trail the profit, and this was a screenshot of that trading the profits. Okay, and after that, what happened was that this is the next screenshot, USDJPY. The market just kept going up. We were here before. The previous screenshot was here. So once I moved the stop losses, I simply left the chart. Usually I leave chart for a couple of hours, and after I set the break even. So I was here before, and then now when I came back, the chart was looking like this. So I found 2 pushbacks in the 5-minute. So I moved one of the stop losses below the recent pushback, 142.82, and I put the second stop loss below the second pushback. There was a W bottom here, so I moved the second stop loss below that W bottom, 142.55, so that if the market reverses backwards, I can take these profits. But if the market keeps going up, I follow and trail continuously is my mindset. So again, I don't put the TP, I don't exit manually. As long as the market goes up continuously towards my direction, I continuously follow. So this was the screenshot when I was following the uptrend. And then afterwards what happened was that so this was a screenshot. So at this retracement here, I found one of my trades was exited, but the second one was still alive. So I moved the second stop loss to here. I think this was the next morning. So the previous screenshot here was, yeah, this was on the 6th of September, and this was the 7th September, next morning. Yeah, so next morning when I wake up, I moved the second stop loss here because I said I found one of the stop losses hit and took profit on 142.82. So when I was sleeping on the bed, this first one, 142.82, this one was taken, but the second one was still alive. Right, so that's actually reflected on this spreadsheet. Again, 142.82, this was a trade on my first stop loss. I fixed 133 pips of profit, but the second one was still alive. So this was a screenshot on next morning, one taken, second one alive. So I moved the second one to here, 143.70, because the market is continuously bullish. And then I came back a couple of hours later here. This was the second screenshot. So previous screenshot was here on this P wave. So I was here and I left the chart with a stop loss below here, and I came back about 5 hours later, and I found the market continuously bullish. So I moved the stop loss, which was here, to 144.05. So in this way, I keep trading the profit along the way this way. I never set the TP. I never exit manually along the way. As long as it goes, I follow is my mindset. Okay. And then next one, the market continuously moved up. So previously my stop loss was here, down here, and I left the chart another 5 hours, and the market broke the resistance and kept going up this way, and then it's marking P wave now. So when I saw this, I moved the stop loss to 144.55 and keep trading the profits because higher time frame was too bullish. So for me, there was no reason to exit. If higher time frame become flat in range, I look for an exit timing manually. But higher time frame is too bullish, so that's why I kept the position and continuously trailed the profits along the way. And then I came back to chart a couple of hours later and found the market reverse, and I found my exit was here on the red line, 144.55. So it was a beautiful exit timing because there was a descending P wave, reverse in wave, and this was at the top of the market. After this, the market kept going down, So this was my perfect exit timing. So on this second position, I exited on 144.55, and I took the profit of 306 pips of profit on this second position on USDJPY. So that was my first trade on the USDJPY, which was really nice. And the second week, I didn't, well actually that was second week in September, sorry. Second week and third week, I didn't take any trades. No trades in the third week because I didn't see any trends, I didn't see any opportunities. That's one of the reasons. And another reason was because I was busy in terms of looking for a new car. I'm actually looking for a new car still, and I'm about to buy. Finally, I found a good one, but it's been kind of long time. I have been looking for a specific car for the next one, and I had to do some researches. I wanted to compare different cars. I wanted to test drive different cars, different models, and I was busy on that. In the month of September, especially the third week, I found some nice cars, some nice opportunities in the cars. So I went to some places and saw the cars. So that's why I was busy on that. But I check charts every day, anyways. In mobile and in PC, I check charts. But I found the market's been choppy. And also, when I was about to enter trades, I found the big stop loss. I think it was one of the GBP pairs. I found nice trend and I found nice confirmations, but the only thing was that the stop loss was too wide. It was like 60 pips or 70 pips. It was a very wide stop loss. I had to take, and that's why I skipped it. And I had a couple of these experiences on the third week, and that's why I didn't check the charts. I didn't take trades. I checked charts but didn't take trades. And that was what happened on the third week. And actually in the first week also, in the second week, I was busy to look for a new PC because the previous PC I was using kept freezing, especially when I was doing live stream. For some reason, it kept freezing and it was unstable. So I was doing some research to look for a PC, the new PC, and along with that, a new keyboard I was looking for. And I was busy in research, and that's why I took less trades. So like this, we all live in a busy life. I'm having a busy life also, and trading is my main source of income, but at the same time, we have to keep busy ourselves in different kinds of things, maybe sports, maybe cars, maybe hobbies, whatever. And that's why in the month of September was a bit busy for me too. Also, I felt I really want to relax, I really want to enjoy. So I was visiting some hotels in Dubai, new hotels in Dubai, and kind of experiencing these new experience in life. So that's why I was a bit busy. Also, I visited Abu Dhabi 2 weeks ago. So September was pretty busy month for me. But yeah, but still enjoy life, enjoy trades, and that's what I do basically. So that's why in the 3rd of September, I had no trades. So, but no rush. I have no FOMO because even if I miss opportunities, there will be always the next chance, is my mindset. So, yeah, that's why I took no trades in third week. And I came back to chart. I took the trade on the 19th September. on the USDCAD at 9:25 a.m. UTC. So this was a screenshot when I took that trade. So I saw the daily time frame was bullish. It broke the double top nicely. Doji break also on the daily. And all these Ichimoku lines were also nice. So it was bullish. I took the trade. And as for the M5, you see how beautiful these bullish N waves are. And M5. Sometimes when you see M5, sometimes you see choppy market, ranging, spiky. But I liked this M5 situation also. It has been nicely bullish in waves with the confirmations of band walk and gold crossing stochastics. So I took that trade. And stop loss wasn't too tight. Stop loss wasn't too wide, but rather it was a bit tight. It was only 26 pips of stop loss, which is kind of special these days. So that's why I took that trade. And for this one, yeah, the market went backwards. So this was my exit timing. So I took the trade here at 9:25 a.m. UTC. And then after my entry, the market did not break the resistance, but rather it went down, I wave. And dead cross stochastics found, and the market broke the support and multiple confirmations. I decided to exit here at 10:45 UTC. So I monitored the market for 1 hour and 20 minutes and decided to exit here. So this USDCAD was a loss, and that's written here. USDCAD on 19 September, I took the loss of the 14 pips. Okay, so that was my second trade. And my third trade was on the Euro GBP on the 23rd of September. I took the buy at 0.88671 with a stop loss of 40 pips. So this was the situation. Daily was nicely up. 1 hour was also nicely up too. And so daily Kumo Kijun Sen were up. Chikou span above candles broke the resistance. So it was nice. And also this 1 hour Kumo was thin. So again, just like the USDJPY on my first trade, I was kind of thinking that the market might reverse. But this was when I monitored the chart and I found other pairs trending too. I found other GBP pairs were trending at the same time, but this one was the only one I found the entry confirmation, entry edge among other GBP pairs. So that's why I took the Euro GBP to trade. So if the market reverse, I was planning to exit manually because 1 hour Kumo is very thin. But at the same time, I liked about this breakout. There was a doji, and inside a breakout is happening. So that was a nice confirmation, at least in 1 hour in the price action. So always when I enter trades, I have no confidence. So that means, let's say I find multiple confirmations, not only 3, but 4, 5, 6 confirmations I find, but I don't feel confident because I always think the market might reverse backwards against me. I always think like that and take trades. So in the back of my head, it's kind of funny feeling is that I always plan to exit with a loss. Every time I enter trades, I plan to exit with a loss. But if the market goes towards my direction, I feel it's lucky. But what I mean by lucky is not by luck itself, but what I mean by lucky is like I follow the trend direction. I simply do that, and that's the only thing I can do because I can't control the markets. So simply when the market goes towards my direction, I follow. Otherwise, I exit. And I always have that mindset. I never be confident on my entries is, I think, what's important in psychology too. But anyways, that was my entry timing. And after that, the market went up, broke the resistance, and started to move up. So I moved the stop loss to break even in this timing. And then after that, this was my, so here, we were here, when I set the break even, I was here. This was 5:40 p.m. and I left the chart until 9 p.m. So, and then I found the market has been moving up, broke the resistance and then range. So I moved one of the stop losses below the previous low, and second stop loss I kept at the break even, so that even if the market reverse, I can fix a profit here, 0.8889, and the second position will be the break even, so that I don't lose in this case. So I'm safe to leave chart and spend my own time in my projects and in my community discussions, and whatever I do, I can spend my time on this in peace, in peaceful mindset. So that was my break-even timing and the trading stop here. And then what happened was, I left the chart for the next 1 hour. So before I go to bed, I came back to chart and happened to see that the market went up still. You see there was a small W bottom here and neckline breakout. And when I saw this setup, I thought that the market is continuously bullish. So no reason to exit manually. So I moved one of the stop losses below this W bottom here at 0.8901, and the second stop loss to below the first pushback after the break at 0.8886 level, so that while sleeping, if the market reverse, I can still make profits. Okay, and then what happened was after that, so here, this is the Monday. I left the chart in the Friday, like this, came back to chart on Monday, and I found, so this was when I came back to chart. This is at around 12 p.m. UTC, at 12 p.m. in Dubai time. I came back to here, and because in the morning in this day, I had to go to the bank, and I couldn't check charts. I didn't check charts because I was focusing on my projects with the bank. So I didn't check charts in the morning. So this was a screenshot I took in MT5 when I came back to home and saw the chart. So this is actually discipline too. Like you have to be able to leave chart whenever you can't manage, whenever you want to focus something besides trades, you have to leave chart psychologically, and you don't come back to chart, because whether you come back to chart or not, the market will be moving by itself, and you just take actions whenever you can come back and check charts. So once the market went up above 300 pips, and then when the market came back to here, when I came back to chart at 12 Dubai time, I was having floating pips of 184 pips and 186 pips on these two trades. But higher time frame was bullish still. Daily time frame was bullish still. So I decided to leave chart. I left the chart. I left one of my positions here below the pushback, and the second stop loss below the second pushback here, and decided to hold because the market may go up this way. But if the market reverse towards my stop losses, then I fix profits here and take profits was mindset. And then the market went back towards my stop losses, and exited with that profit. So I exited with one of the positions with 132 pips, and the second stop loss, second position, I exited with 85 pips of profit, which was pretty good for me. So this is my third trade in the month of September. So I think the mindset here that's important is that you have to learn to leave chart, is what I mean. Because in my mind, in my head, in the back of my head, I had the position, so I could check charts in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, I was kind of rushed to bank, so I didn't have time to open the PC and check charts, but I could have check charts by mobile. But I didn't do it because if I start to see charts on mobile, then I start to focus on my positions and I can't focus on my projects. So that's why I left the chart, and this is discipline. So, and then I came back to the chart, found this, and moved the stop losses and fixed profits, 130, 135 and 85 pips of profit. So that was my third trade. And when I talk about this, you may think, so don't you feel you missed this pips here potentially? And my mind is no, because I come back whenever I can. I take trades whenever I can, and I exit whenever I can, is my mindset. And this is all about the timings. When you see this chart, then you might think, if I have fixed profit here, then I will be making more than 300 pips. So you may think that you missed all these pips down this way. But this mindset, this emotion is because you see the past chart. You are able to see the past chart. But what if the market went up towards this way? Let's say you exit here, for example, you have 300 pips profit, you fix here, and what if the market kept going up this way? Then you may think if you kept holding the position, then by now I will be having floating 500 pips. You may think like that way. So this is all about psychology. It's all about psychology. So we have to be pleased, we have to be satisfied with what we can get and what we have. And the things that we can have, we don't have, we have to forget about it. And if you really master this mindset, then you can find peace in your mind. Only focus on what you have and do not focus on what you don't have. In this case, yes, I missed 300 potential pips, but I didn't have it. When I came back, I was here. I didn't have it, so I don't focus on that. And I think this is one of the ways to deal with the FOMO, which is really important. But anyways, that was my third trade in the month of September. And the last trade I took was EuroCAD on the 29th of September. And that was, hold on, let me see. Let me pop this one up. Just hold on. Okay, EuroCAD. My trade was here. Okay, EuroCAD buy at 4:10 p.m. UTC on the 29th of September. This was my entry. So in this case, I didn't see the trends in higher time frames, so I simply followed 1 hour time frame. 1 hour was nicely up, so I decided to follow 1 hour uptrend. Plus, I saw a nice ascending P wave, which is my favorite. Whenever I see ascending P wave, I feel it's kind of bonus. So I found ascending P wave with some extra confirmations. So I took the buy here. And this is before the breakout of the resistance. And when you see this trade also, you may think, don't you want to wait for the breakout and retest and buy? And the answer is no. Whenever I see the buying confirmation, I enter trade. Even before the break, I enter trade. So this was an example of that. And after that, the market went up towards my direction. So I moved the stop loss to break even. Oops, sorry, this one's not. So after that, the market went up and I set the break even, and then the market came back to break even and exited with the break even. So that was my fourth trade, Euro CAD, on the 29th of September. So that was my review in the month of September performance and trades. So again, I took 4 trades, 2 positions at one time, and so 8 positions and 4 trades I took. So I take less trades, but try to make profit as much as possible is my mindset. But please don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. I take few trades. So every month I take less than 10 trades usually. But I have been trading for the last 9 years, and less trades and make more profits is actually difficult. You know, sometimes I get the messages like, I want to be trading like you. I want to take less trades but make profit still every month. And it takes time. It takes time to practice, and I just wanted to say it's not easy. Even for me, it took me 9 years to be able to trade like this. But if you learn correctly, and if you master the multiple confirmations plus the Ichimoku Kinkohyo and the risk management and psychology management, then it is possible. But that takes time for sure. Yeah, for sure. Even for me, in the months of July and September, these months were break even. So finally, in the month of September, I had some profit. So, but again, I share my monthly performance like this because for you, at least, if I can give you some inspirations of how I take trades every month like this, then that will be my hope in my YouTube channel. Okay, so now I took the vote 40 minutes ago in the chat. How many trades did you take in the month of September 2022? So let me end the poll and see the result. Okay, but again, thank you for joining everyone. Good to see you. This is a relaxing Saturday on the 8th of October. So thank you so much. Okay. Alright, so now let me see if I can find the poll. It doesn't show on the chat yet, but I've seen that there are more votes on the 6 or above than 0 to 5. Okay, so now let me come back to some comments. Thank you for joining everyone. Good to see you again. So let me see. I found some interesting comment from David Johnson. He says, okay, do you think there is an Aiki way of Ichimoku? Aiki way of Ichimoku? Yes, I think so. I think so. Yes, because I use the power of the trend, power of the buyers and sellers to make profits. So yes, there will be an Aiki way of Ichimoku for sure. I really think that I'm not the one who makes profit, but the other ones are bringing my profits is really the mindset I have. Because without other participants, without other traders in the world, I won't be make profits. So I'm not the one who is making profits, but the other ones are bringing me the profits is my mindset. So that's why in that sense, I think there is an Aiki way in Ichimoku and also in the way I take trades. And that's always in my mindset. Yeah, never think that you are the one who makes profits. Especially in trading, that's a dangerous way of thinking. We have to use others' powers. We have to use the power of the situations to make profits. And also time. Time will bring you the profits, and other participants will bring you the profits. So simply, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to take efforts. You don't need efforts to make profits in trades. Okay, Favor says, "Hi Kei, do you smoke to stay disciplined?" No, I don't. I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I tried shisha before, just once, but it was not really good. Shisha was not a good experience for me, so, and I never smoke in my life, so I don't smoke anything. Yeah. Alright, thank you for joining everyone, good to see you. Yes, thank you, awesome performance. Yeah, thank you so much. But this is just an ending result. You know, this is just an ending result. So every month, this is kind of funny feeling for me too, but every month, whenever the new month starts, new year starts, I never think that this month will be the profitable month. I aim to do it, I aim to make profits, and that's why I have these strategies. But no one knows what's going to happen. So in that sense, I think I'm kind of like a, how to say, not like a pessimistic, but I'm in a way, I'm not really confident. But because of this lack of confidence, I feel I make profits every year. I make returns 10% in average every month throughout the year, because I be very careful. I become extra careful, extra cautious on the losing streaks and losing situations, and that's why I make profits as a result. So I think the result of the profits is just a byproduct of the risk management. Okay, yeah, thanks for joining everyone. Again, good to see you here. What car? You will see. You will see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, trading is legal in Japan, yes. Bitcoin is legal to trade in Japan, yes. That's legal, yes. Said says, why don't you put the break even like a few pips above the entry? A few pips above the entry, I do. I put the break even slightly above my positions. So let's see if I can show you some examples. This is my trade on the month of October. I took the GBP AUD on the 4th, and yeah, that's it. But whenever I take trades like this, you see, this is my GBP AUD trade. I have the positions, and you see the stop losses above the positions. So I do, so that it covers spread. You know, every time you enter trades, you pay spread to the broker, and that will be few pips. So break even will be when you have the stop losses few pips above the positions, so that if the market reverse, you take 2 pips, 3 pips, that will be technically break even. It covers spread in that way. But I count this trade as a break even, not the win. Technically you win 2 pips, but for me this is just break even. And that's why in my spreadsheet it's counted as a break even, not the win. So technically on this trade, on the last one, EuroCAD, I took on the EuroCAD here, this one, I took a few pips of profit, but this is counted as a break even in my spreadsheet, and that's reflected on my performance here. 2 trades, 2 positions break even. And break even is counted as a loss in my spreadsheet. And that's why my win rate is 50%. Okay, VT says, hi Kei, I was wondering why do we care for the big stop losses if we're gonna exit at the break of 20 SMA eventually? Stop loss is like a seatbelt. So again, we never know what's gonna happen in the market. It may shoot down all the way to stop loss. If there's a big news suddenly, then it wipes out all these confirmations and the market sometimes straight goes down to your stop loss. So you check chart manually, you monitor chart manually, but look for an exit timing. But in case anything happens in the market, in case your connection disappears, internet for example, then your worst case scenario is exit at the break, exit at the stop loss. So yeah, and that's my mindset in the stop loss. I hope I answered that question. David says, with your strategy, what was the longest trade that you had to hold? How long did it take? It took me 2 weeks. Was my longest trade ever I hold it before. Okay. Yeah, Dirk, you're welcome here. Okay, Tan, thank you for joining here. He says, every day I listen to a video, it enlightens me and I'm looking for a way to become a professional trader. Thank you very much for the detailed knowledge. You're welcome here. Yeah, thank you for the comment. Thank you so much. You know, I can only share what I see, what I do on my trades, because trading is like an art. Trading is just like a music. So you learn based on the way I think, I do, I act, but at the same time, it's really you that you have to practice and master the mindset. So, but yeah, thank you so much for your comment, and I hope everyone who comes to my YouTube channel at least get some clicks and get some inspirations, get some different views about the markets, about the mindset, and take trades. Because in this way, we all learn and continuously improve on our strategies and mindset. Okay, Omar, thank you for joining here. Have you ever been in Turkey? No, never. I have never been to Turkey. Yeah, I want to visit there. If I visit there, I for sure want to have a coffee there. Yeah, for sure. So hopefully next year I will visit more countries. Yeah, borders are open now, so I think time to travel. Okay, so yeah, I see more comments here. Steven says, thank you for sharing. After I forced myself to take less And high quality trades, my performance is getting better. Taking mediocre trades is a way to lose money. Right, yes. Be selective on your pairs, on your trades. But whenever you find the entry chance, you take it. You have to have both. You have to have the calmness in mind to be patient enough to wait for the chance. But at the same time, whenever you have the chance, you have to go for it. You have to take it and go for it. You have to have both calmness and aggressiveness in trades. Because we have to take chance anyways. If you don't trade, then you don't lose, but you don't win. So at some point you have to take it. Sometimes it requires courage to do it. Okay, I see many more comments, but I'm sorry I have to go. So I will end the live for now. But thank you so much everyone for joining today. And hopefully you enjoyed today's live stream. So yeah. Okay, so now let me end the live and switch to the Ichimoku membership live. I had a big day today actually. I had a big day. I woke in the morning and went to cafe and brought my laptop and worked for long hours in the cafe. I went to the Shake Shack, you know the hamburger shop Shake Shack? I found a nice Shake Shack burger shop to sit down and with an open space, bigger space, and work myself. So I was there for a couple of hours. So yeah, it's been kind of things I do recently. So because I want to keep myself busy. I like to keep myself busy. I like to keep sharing my ideas and thoughts and keep communicating with other traders like this. So it's been such an honor for me to be able to do this on my YouTube channel. So hopefully you enjoy. And for those who are Ichimoku members, I will see you in a few minutes. And for those who are in public, I will see you tomorrow at the weekly forecast. So yeah, again, thank you so much. And I will see you soon again. And until then, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Bye for now, everyone. Mata ne. Thanks so much.